Okay, we're gonna go ahead and call the meeting to order. Thank you all for coming out. So Mr. Lighty, we'll let you go ahead and call the roll.
Councilmember Hendricks.
Here.
Councilmember Griffin.
Here.
Councilmember Eubanks.
Present.
Councilmember Edwards.
Here.
Councilmember Oliver.
Here.
Council President Simmons.
Here.
Madam President, all 6 council members are in attendance and therefore a quorum is present.
Thank you very much. At this time, we'll let Mr. Bertall come and explain what we're doing here in brief.
Thank you all for coming on such short notice. The University of North Alabama, as you all know, is building a very important athletic facilities, and they're issuing bonds for them. The PEBA is necessary to combine the UNA contributions and the foundation that's also supporting UNA and supporting the building of the project. So the PEBA, it's a public educational building authority. It's a conduit to issue the bonds. UNA is going to be responsible for paying the bonds. The city is going to have no obligation of any kind. The city is the organizing jurisdiction because UNA and the stadium facilities are obviously inside your city limits. You have the ability to assist them, which is what you're really doing by creating the PEBA, which you've done, and then appointing the board members. After this meeting, the board members will authorize the bonds, and then in the morning, the transaction will close. UNA will have the money to build the stadium, and then UNA and the foundation, which is, as you all know, a critical partner for UNA to construct the facilities. They will continue construction, as you've seen that they've already begun a lot of the earthwork. So key takeaways, y'all have no financial obligation. Y'all are providing a service to UNA to assist them.
Sure, does anybody have any questions?
Yes, Mr. Birchall, I just want to make it clear because we have had this conversation previous to this. Other institutions have used PEBAs before for their own projects. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Can you mention any one of them that you're aware of, please?
Certainly. Many public school systems use them. County school systems use them. Other universities use them. It's kind of created for a purpose. Private schools, if you name any type of educational institution in the state of Alabama, whether it's a public city school, a county school, a private university, a private high school, a parochial school, we are not doing anything that hasn't been well done before, and it's purely a creature that allows the financing to get done in an efficient way, if that makes sense.
Thank you.
I guess and you pretty much already answered this, but the public's question about this is why does the city have to be the one that appoints a board, and what's the reason for the city involvement? But I guess I'm answering your question because the university is in the city of Florence. Is that
the university is in the city, and UNA has come to the city and asked for your help in this process, and that's what the city is doing. The city is accommodating UNA, being a good public partner with the university to establish this authority to provide a financing entity.
So the key takeaway is if they do not pay the bond back, we're not in.
You have no financial obligation.
Yeah.
You are simply being a good partner, a good friend, a good steward. You are fulfilling, what would be an essential government purpose.
Thanks.
Any additional questions? If not, do I hear a motion for immediate consideration?
Make a motion.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Oliver, second by Mr. Edwards. All in favor of the motion?
6-0, motion carries.
Do I hear a motion for the adoption?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Eubanks, second by Mr. Edwards. All in favor of the motion? What, I'm sorry, any discussion? Nope. Okay, all in favor of the motion?
6-0, motion carries.
That's it. Meeting is adjourned.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you all for coming. See you guys tomorrow.
That's right. That's right. If everything goes right, you're out of it.
It's been a great,
But you know, it'll be fun to see it get built, and then once it is built, that's, you know, stuff like Doug, I'm sure you've got projects through the years. You know, you're always proud of things that you saw get built, and that's something that, you know,
Absolutely.
y'all will have for a long time. And
Absolutely.
tell your kids and grandkids about.
yes.
Well, and two, I think this structure may be something they do for other projects, you know, it's like an alternative project delivery, and as each one comes up, they can decide like what makes the most sense, whether to use the PEBA in 1830 or whether just to do a straight university like they have historically. So this may not be the last, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, if nothing else, you've identified yourself as willing, which usually does not go unpunished.
That's right, that's right.
So let's do a quick motion and a vote, and then we'll sign a couple things, and then we'll get you all home for dinner.
Okay. Do I have a motion?
I move that we accept, what do we, I mean, that we
Approve the bond
approve the
resolution.
bond resolution. Okay. I move that we approve the bond resolution so that the bonds can be sold tomorrow.
Close tomorrow, yeah. Seconded.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
You can adjourn, and we'll sign this real quick.
All right, if there's no other business, we stand adjourned. So,